You know, sometimes you might be stressed out.
Yeah.
Is there anything you do that calms you down?
So yeah, I work with this sports psychologist, so he went through a few different things that I do. So just touching on quickly would be like having a cold shower in the morning. So the last 30 seconds of your shower, I know it's horrible, but if you whack it to cold, and you stand in it for 30 seconds, it sounds weird. It sounds weird and a bit mad, but all you can think about is how cold the water is. You forget about the worries that you have in life, and for me, that's like a big one that I do. If I'm struggling with something, that's something I do. It makes you feel good after, and yeah, it's horrible and might sound a bit like it doesn't do much, but it does. And the other things like meditation, again, like before, if someone had told me like meditation will help you in life, like, I'd be like talking rubbish and that won't work. But yeah, it's just about like being present in that moment and yeah, trying to block out other things that are going on around you and focusing on the things that you can affect, really. Yeah.
And we talk about tolerance, about, you know, you're not going to get on with everyone, and that goes on through life. Obviously, being in a football team, you're not going to get on with every one of your players.
No.
And so, how does that work in a football change room? Obviously, you're so close. How do you navigate that?
Yeah, it's tough, but once you get on the pitch, it doesn't matter whether you like someone off the pitch. It's all about because if we achieve as a team, there might be people who have selfish, not selfish, but their own goals in football, which everyone does. But to achieve those, you need the people around you to succeed. It's like at the minute we're down at the bottom of the league, not doing very well, and yeah, any self goals that any of us have, they're at the minute they're a million miles away because we're not achieving as a team. But yeah, I think you need your teammates and you need those people around you, and yeah, even if you don't like someone in the work environment, you've got to try and get on with them because yeah, it makes your life easier in the long run. Yeah.
In adversity, in crowds, when you hear your own fans getting on your back,
Yeah.
how do you cope with that as a player?
Yeah, that's tough. That is. It's the same like with social media. You get like fans on your back and saying silly things, but at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their opinion, and like it's great. Like it's great when fans are backing you, but again, it doesn't change you as a player. And it's the same as when fans are knocking you. It doesn't change you as a player or a person. And yeah, it's tough at first, and you see stuff about yourself that you think, oh, like that might be true, that, or like, oh, I'm not as good as I think because so and so said that. But you got to remember that, I don't know, you just got to disregard that because really it doesn't matter. The only opinions that matter really is your opinion of yourself, the manager's opinion, and then like the people around you that are close to you. If they, I don't know, if they back, it's like my dad. So like after a game, my dad will tell me whether I had a good game or a bad game, and that's kind of where what I take really, and that's the opinion that matters to me. But yeah, it is tough at times. But again, you look at some stuff that's said about top players, who I think are amazing players, but you see fans getting on their back, and you think like, what must they say about me if they're getting onto him?
But does it affect your like decision making on the pitch? So you might go and get thrown, and someone says, "Oh, this and this, you should be on the pitch."
Yeah.
Does that affect your decision making on the next thing you do, or do you just cut that out?
So, do you know what? Like slightly sometimes. I know before I've had people shouting "play forward," like comments like that.
Yeah. Does that affect your decision making when you're playing?
Not massively, but maybe when I first started, like it would put a bit of doubt in your head, like, oh, maybe I should do what I've just heard him say.
Yeah.
But then you remember that he's probably just a donut who doesn't know what he's talking about, and then you forget about it. But yeah, it does. Maybe for a split second you think, oh, maybe he's got a point, but yeah. I think as players, I think it's massive for us to come down to the community trust and give a little bit back, because I think it's a great initiative where young people are getting a chance to do something that they love in life, and I fully support that, and I think all my teammates do too, and it's great to see people enthusiastic, and I love coming down and chatting to the guys and stuff, and I think it's brilliant.